So I always like to carve out a good deal, and I want to tell you about it. Now we're sitting inside the 2023 Mazda CX-5 in its most basic trim. And those numbers I gave you for the $816 million that consumers might be overpaying for their SUVs that they need, that's based on Toyota RAV4 sales numbers for this year. While Mazda is only at 92,000, the Toyota RAV4 sits at 224,000 in round numbers for 2023. And what I want to let you know is you can get a better deal on your SUV when you choose the Mazda CX-5. And here are the reasons why. Today's competition is going to be that of the 2023 RAV4 LE with all-wheel drive. So is it really possible that Americans overpaid for their SUV by $816 million plus? Probably, if you considered that they didn't look at the Mazda CX-5 a little bit closer. To get near the same equipment on a Toyota RAV4 that you do here on a CX-5, you're going to be spending $31,075 on that RAV4. Now here in a Mazda, we have even more equipment, and we come in at $28,075, including destination. So that is the gap between what you could have got in a Mazda here and what you're spending on the Toyota RAV4. So the equation for that number, that $816 plus million that consumers possibly overspent on the SUV with even less equipment, is a difference between the list price that I have here in the CX-5 and the list price to get near the same equipment in the RAV4. Representing about $3,600 of difference. So you can save $3,600 by choosing the Mazda CX-5. So if we start from the ground up, the wheels that you'll get on the Mazda CX-5 are 17-inch alloy wheels. Okay, on the RAV4 you're gonna get steel wheels with hubcaps. On blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert, that's standard equipment on the CX-5. It's an extra option that you have to purchase within the LE lineup for the RAV4. And our towing capacity comes out stronger, as for 2,000 pounds towing capacity versus the RAV4 only offering 1,500 pounds towing capacity. Now the miles per gallon on the RAV4 are a few better than the CX-5. However, it's got a smaller tank at a 14.5 gallon tank on the RAV4 versus Mazda CX-5's 15.3 gallon tank. So we'll actually get farther. While you may not be interested in the top speed, it is also a difference in the vehicles. The RAV4 posting a top speed of 114 miles per hour, and the Mazda CX-5 comes in at 126 miles per hour. For the RAV4, you do have 2 years, 24,000 mile maintenance, whichever one comes first, and that's going to take care of some oil changes. However, most Mazda dealers have opted into a 2 free oil change and tire rotation program. Just contact your local Mazda dealers to see if they're participating. The interior of the CX-5 is going to offer the 40-20-40 split seat in the rear for added convenience. However, you only have a 40-60 split in the RAV4. So for convenience, if you have a foursome to go with you, they can sit independently in their spaces and have extra cargo go through the middle. Or you can have the RAV4 get 2 people smushed on one side and not nearly enough room for cargo to go through if it needs to go beyond the seats. The rain sensing wipers that are standard in the Mazda CX-5 are not offered in the comparable trim in the RAV4. The way it looks, now you can tell that Mazda probably crafted something with artisans and lots of clay. They use more modeling clay than any other manufacturer. And for the design of the RAV4, it's boxy, it's angled, it looks like it was built on a computer. And of course, I'm partial to Mazda because I sell them, but however, I just want to carve out a deal for you when you're looking for an SUV. This is your best value. Car and Driver even says some drawbacks to the RAV4 are that its entry model is too bare bones, it's coarse sounding 4-cylinder, some rivals offer more driving fun. And I'd like to think that that's because of the Mazda. In another statement from Car and Driver, the RAV4 feels solid and stable when cruising the interstate and holds its own when pitched into a twisty section of road, but it doesn't inspire the same confidence as our segment favorite, the Mazda CX-5. That's straight from Car and Driver. So, as very basic as they get, the RAV4 won't offer four-wheel drive like the Mazda. and it's still more money. So again, don't overpay for your SUV. Get the best deal you can on the Mazda CX-5. Top Safety Pick Plus awarded vehicle. It's very fuel efficient. It's very safe. You have a great driving experience when you're behind the wheel. So don't overpay for your SUV. Check out the Mazda CX-5. It's a way better deal with more standard equipment. We didn't even talk about the remote start or connected services for your Mazda CX-5. That's standard as well. Join me next time for more on the product. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and safe travel.